last you'll hear from us right now, I'll just quote some lines from Mitch's song, Highwayman. I'm going down the highway, swaddle in my hand. I'm going on down to that promised land. My bros told me about it, so here I go. Picking up speed down on an open road. And I'm living my life easy. I'm living my life free. Even if I said I love you, baby, don't try and put no chains on me. That was Mitch.
Mitch became a free soul about 7 years ago. He was the only person that Rick Bogdan ever sponsored. All of you that didn't know when all that happened, you had to know Rick to really understand his ability to pick out a good person. Rick is one of those special people who talks like that, but his heart is soft. One of my favorite people in the world. Wish he could be here today. He's not, but when you do get a hold of him, tell him what a great thing this was. For me to end up, I have to say a little bit about, I talked to Mark and John, Mitch's brothers. I said, I want to know just a little bit about, did y'all go to church? Because I'm Preacher Bob. So they said he went to Catholic school. Everybody here that's ever been hit with a ruler by a nun, raise your hand.
Sister Rosemary Coogan.
That is much tougher than prospecting here. If you can get through Catholic school, you can make it here. One thing I got to say about the Catholic brothers, I love them. I got a picture on my phone of me with my collar on. I showed it to Mark and John. Some of you remember when I used to wear that. I didn't look like this, but I had dark hair and a collar. And when I showed it to them, they went, whoa. I think he said, sweet Jesus. I look more like Jesus now than I did then. I want to tell you something for a believer, and I'm not trying to cross him, I'm just saying, for a believer, because he was,
Yes.
you know, he couldn't get along with the church, neither can I. But he got along with Jesus just fine. And for a believer, death is a beautiful thing. It is a glorious thing. It is stepping out of whatever's going on here, whatever pain. Could I even finish without talking about Maggie and the huge hole that left in his life? She grounded him, like all of us. We were like a 220 boat flopping around doing everything we could do, and then the right woman grabbed hold of you and grounded you and turned you into a real man. I tell people, yeah, Jesus might have saved me, but he used Deanne to do it. Same story with Maggie. And you all know that he never was the same after she left. There was that kind of a distant, vacant feeling every time I talked to him. It just had them ashes in the handlebars. But he was never quite the same. Still loved him and all that, but there's something about the way those people get molded together. When you have that kind of relationship, it changes you. Well, I'm glad to tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing Mitch. And you know, just recently I saw someone on TV talking about an afterlife experience they had where they had to come back. But they said the most incredible thing happened. They saw everybody they knew. Everybody they'd known showed up. And they were so glad to see him. And all they could feel was love and acceptance. And it was like the biggest I'm home feeling. The feeling was, I'm finally home. I'm right where I need to be. Mitch is finally home. And he is right where he needs to be. And we will go there. We will go there and be with him. This is not the end. This is not the finish. This is the beginning for him. We're here to say goodbye for now. In just a minute. Just a minute. You know what? I look at the oldest gravestone free soul here, Dick Benninger. I did that funeral in July of 1974. Seems like just the other day. I look around and see so many people I don't even know. So much time has gone by. And yet, just a minute. It just seems like the other day. And in just a minute, we're all going to be together again. All these guys. I don't think we're going to get riding motorcycles, but who knows what kind of thing we get up there. You know? I'm Pentecostal. I ride like a mighty rushing wind. And I'm looking forward to all that. My brother here, the chaplain, to come over and say his prayer and we'll be done.
We're all thinking about everything you already said.
I got a lot more wind than you do.
Yeah, that's why you're going to be the main guy around here. Because you got all the wind. I like to keep it brief because I ain't got much oxygen left. We're here for one purpose. Because we love Mitch, every one of us. And we knew Mitch to whatever degree we loved him. I would like to offer a prayer. We ask God's grace upon our brothers in prison, in hospital, on the road, and wherever free souls fly free. We ask God's grace upon our brother Mitch, and he will take him and hold him as we have held him in his loving arms. We ask God's grace on all our brothers that are here in the ground with us and here standing with us. We will be together as one. We know. Amen.
That concludes this part of the service. You may notice in a moment there will be some cannon noise. Don't let it freak you out.
Brother, I would take this opportunity and I invite everybody else too. If they have a word to say, I'm going to make it short and sweet. Only known Mitch since he got out of the joint about 7 years. What a piece.